Now that I knew the area of Toronto I wanted to move to, I was apartment hunting. It was time to find a rental, and looking at various websites, there was a fair amount in my budget. I was definitely going to rent. There was no way I was buying because this is just an adventure. One of my coworkers that lives in the Toronto area recommended a realtor to me. I connected with them, and I found that the realtor really helped me navigate the process. While they're not required, I chose to use a realtor because I thought that the rental process would be very intimidating on my own, and I was a bit worried about getting scammed. While the realtor can't really work with like private buildings or other landlords that don't use realtors, to me, it was worth it to go through a realtor. The first thing was she collected all the information that we would need to make the eventual offer. She said it's competitive in Toronto, and sometimes getting that offer in a day or two sooner, that's what gets you the apartment. She also set me up with alerts through her system so that every day it would send me alerts that matched my criteria of new apartments. I had also set up some of my own on realtor.ca, and together, those helped me find new ones. Once I found a few that I wanted to visit at the same time, we arranged a date for me to go down to Toronto and see them. In the end, we saw 6 different rentals in about 4 different buildings. Once I saw some I liked, went to Toronto for a day to do some viewings. We saw about 6 different condos in 4 different buildings. One of the buildings was actually still under construction. After thinking about it, it just didn't seem conducive to me having a good year of adventure in Toronto, to be in a construction zone the whole time. But one of the buildings really stuck out as having some really good amenities, and the condo was awesome. So the next day, I put in an offer for that particular condo. In the end, I actually went above the listing price because I felt that they were going under market to try and stir up a bit of a bidding war for this apartment. When you submit an offer, you often do it irrevocably. So for the first 24 hours, they can just accept it, and then you're locked in. After that, it would be like a counter offer kind of deal. Unfortunately, they ended up turning down that offer, so I didn't get that apartment. But my realtor said that if another one came up in the same building that was similar, she could just do a virtual tour for me instead of me having to drive back to Toronto. Like a 4-hour drive for me. Well, a few months later, another one did come up that was also in the price range. She did a virtual tour, and it looked great. I put in an offer, just at the listing price this time, and after some back and forth with the other realtor and landlord, came to an agreement. Once the offer was accepted, I actually only had 24 hours to get them either a wire transfer or a bank draft for the first and last month's rent. Once that was done, I sent them the wire transfer. I officially had my lease and my condo for the year. I was ready to go. The next step is actually moving in.